it's really something how rap can just capture these deep human things or, struggle, winning, just figuring it all out.
It really cuts through sometimes.
Yeah. So today we're going to dig into a verse one of you sent over. It's pretty intense about facing hard times and looking for meaning.
Mm-hmm.
We'll unpack what it says about resilience, growing as a person, and there's some really clever wordplay in there too.
Definitely.
And hey, if you're looking to get the main ideas quickly without, a super long breakdown, this is for you. We're pulling out the core insights on handling challenges and finding your way.
Sounds good. And that verse, well, it grabs you right from the start with that feeling of being judged. They said I was too heavy for this world.
Right. That immediate sense of being an outsider, kind of scrutinized.
Exactly. But then, boom, this switch happens.
But see, weight ain't a curse. It's the mold. It's the frame. God poured the truth in me. Now I carry the name. That's why.
That is. So that weight, instead of being bad, becomes essential. It's the structure holding the truth.
Yeah, like the foundation. So a big takeaway there is like turning that negativity, that judgment, into strength, into identity almost.
That reframing, that's resilience 101, isn't it? Our ability to adapt and even thrive when things get tough.
Right.
By seeing the challenge differently as something that shapes you, the artist finds this deeper purpose. It's not just a burden, it's maybe part of the plan.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And it builds on that, this idea of inner strength with the next lines. Only foundations can handle the tremble. Only prophets got the chest to make demons disassemble.
You really feel the need for that solid inner core there to withstand the shaking, the difficulties.
So it's about mental fortitude, that strength inside.
Yeah, exactly. Holding on to your resolve when things are hard. And notice the self-declaration, a prophet strong enough to face down demons.
That really speaks to self-belief, doesn't it? Yeah. Believing you have that strength inside you.
Absolutely. It's crucial for getting through negativity, for growing.
Okay, then we get this line. It's incredibly visual. I don't bark for attention. I don't howl at the moon. I spit solar flares that bloom in the doom.
Whoa. Yeah, that imagery is powerful.
It really paints a picture.
And the contrast is key, right? Barking and howling, kind of useless noise. Frustration, maybe?
Right, versus solar flares. Something potent, creative, even in the darkness, the doom.
It's like actively fighting back against the negativity with something powerful, something true, instead of just, venting aimlessly.
Speaking your truth with impact. Gotcha. Now, this next bit gets really emotional. That rage, that's love in a war suit. That's tears that trained with boots. That's passion caught in a loop of prove yourself, even when you shoot truth.
Yeah, there's a lot packed in there. Love in a war suit. Like rage is just love protecting itself, maybe.
Interesting take. And tears that trained with boots.
That's a great line. Like vulnerability, sadness, but it's been through something. It's hardened, become resilient, strength from pain.
And that loop of having to prove yourself, even when you know you're right, that feels very real.
It really does. That internal pressure, that constant need for validation.
So then there's another shift. But I ain't burning bridges. I'm building arcs. Flood coming. Get in or get sparked.
Okay. So choosing creation over destruction.
Right. Not cutting ties, but building pathways, opportunities, especially with that sense of urgency, flood coming.
Exactly. It's constructive. Building something safe or forward-looking instead of just reacting destructively. A choice.
Preparing for challenges, maybe. Okay, and that brings us to the chorus, which feels like the heart of it all.
Let it be flame that warms, not fire that scorches, carrying stars in my palms through heaven's torches.
I'm not lost, I'm forged. Don't mourn, witness the morph. From pain to purpose, from silence to chorus.
That really sums up the whole transformation, doesn't it? Like difference between a warming flame and a destructive fire. How suffering can either destroy you or refine you.
Refine you. Okay. And that clear progression. Pain to purpose, silence to chorus.
That's pretty much the definition of post-traumatic growth. Finding positive change because of the struggle, not despite it.
I'm not lost. I'm forged. So the challenges actually create the strength.
Precisely. And the imagery carrying stars, heaven's torches, it suggests inner light, guidance, hope, even in dark times.
Focus on the transformation, the morph, not just the pain.
Exactly. Don't dwell on the past hardship. Witness the growth happening now.
So for everyone listening, this verse really lays out a path, right?
Yeah.
Seeing challenges as chances to grow, finding that inner strength.
Using your voice powerfully, turning those hard emotions into fuel.
Yeah. It's about being shaped, forged by the tough stuff, not, broken by it.
So here's something to think about. Maybe consider a challenge you're facing right now.
Okay.
Taking a cue from this journey, from silence to chorus, how could you maybe reframe that challenge? Could it actually be forging your strength, leading you towards your purpose?
That's definitely something to chew on. Powerful ideas. Keep exploring what sparks something for you, what helps you understand things better.
And we'll catch you next time for another deep dive.
Great architect of rhythm and ruin, I kneel not in weakness, but in weight. You placed this burden on my shoulders, not as punishment, but as placement. Because only those built like foundation can hold the truth when it trembles. I have raged, but my rage was never fire without reason. Instead, it was the residue of love, twisted in the shadow of silence, misunderstood by those who only heard echoes, never the source. I ask, turn this rage into the flame that warms, not fire that scorches. Let it cook the lines off of the bones of my story and purify the doubt from the bloodstream. Let it guide the lost with light, not fear. And if I must speak with thunder, let it be so the deaf may hear. And if I must walk alone, let it be because you called me forward where no one else dread. I do not speak crowns, I do not seek worship. I only seek clarity, purpose, and the strength to keep building while others sleep in the rumble of what was or what could have been. The weight you carry is not punishment, it's placement. Because only the ones built like the foundation can hold the truth when it trembles. And your rage, that's the residue of love that's been misunderstood. Let it be the flame that warms, not the fire that scorches. And let it be so. Amen. Ashi, so it is.